Nikola Jokic and Carmelo Anthony, both players drafted by the Nuggets, both players given the number 15, but whose jersey is getting hung up in the rafters? Right now, they're leaning more towards Jokic. He's got the MVPs, he's got the championship for the Nuggets, but if Melo was given Jokic's opportunity, would he be able to have the same success? Vice versa, if Jokic was given Melo's opportunities, would he have more success than Melo did? Today, we find out as I will be swapping these two players' time with Denver, seeing who ends up more successful in the end and whose jersey should be hung up in the rafters. Starting off in 2003, Nikola Jokic, coming off a championship run with Syracuse, is drafted number 3 to the Denver Nuggets. He joins a nowhere near good Nuggets team that finished 17-65 in the previous season, and while they would still be trash even with the addition of him, Jokic will have a great rookie season, finishing 3rd place in the Rookie of the Year race, only behind LeBron and D-Wade. He'd average 17 points per game, 7 rebounds, 6 assists, shooting 49% from the field and 42% from 3, showing shooting from a center that the league's never seen before, as he would knock down 93s this season, helping his team win 3 more games than they did last season. Still not making the playoffs, but at least they weren't the worst team in the league again. The Nuggets will continue to build around Jokic, bringing in all-star forward Kenyon Martin for the 2004-2005 season, leading to 3 more wins. Still not making the playoffs, but Jokic would make the All-NBA 3rd team, averaging 17 points once again, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 1 steal, shooting 47% from the field, 41% from 3, slowly developing into a triple-double machine right before our eyes, and the team is getting better. They got 6 more wins since he joined the squad, so next year they might end up with 3 more. In the 2005-2006 season, Jokic would take his game to a whole nother level, averaging 20.7 rebounds and 8 assists, still letting that thing go from range, which is unseen before by any other center. He would go from making only 93s in his rookie season to 199 in year 3, leading his team to the 8th seed, finally able to make the playoffs, but sadly they would have to go against Steve Nash and the Phoenix Suns. It wasn't pretty. The Nuggets would end up getting swept, losing by 10 in all 4 games, but Jokic would prove that he was ready for the playoffs. He averaged 18, 6, and 6, which is pretty good for a first playoff performance in year 3. In year 4, things would only get better. The Nuggets trading Andre Miller for AI, forming the duo of AI and Jokic. They would take the league by storm, both players ending up in the All-NBA 3rd team. AI averaging 23 points, 6 assists, and 1.7 steals. Meanwhile, Jokic, on his way to averaging a triple-double, averages his first double-double of the simulation, 20 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. They meet Pau Gasol and the Memphis Grizzlies in the first round. Game 1 being a battle of the centers, Pau Gasol and Jokic going at it. Jokic would end with 23 points, 12 rebounds, and 2 blocks, holding his own, but not better than Pau, though, who would finish with 37 points, 14 rebounds, and 5 blocks. In game 2, the story was no different. Although Jokic would get a triple-double, 19, 14, and 11, Pau's 26 and 17 once again helps the Grizzlies prevail 107-99, taking the series up 2-0. In game 3, AI finally stepped in, saying enough is enough. He would have 26 points, 8 assists, and 3 steals, followed along by Joker's 23.6 rebounds, 8 assists, and 3 steals, leading to a Nuggets W, series 2-1. In game 4, rookie J.R. Smith decided to step up, dropping 27 points, but it just wasn't good enough, as the Grizzlies would end up winning by 1 after a Paul Gasol double-double, 29 and 15, along with Kyle Lowry's 20. Grizzlies go up 3-1. The following game, the Nuggets backcourt of AI and JR would lead them to the W, 102-92, but that would be their last win of the season, because they would get eliminated in game 6 after Pau Gasol had 34 points and Mike Miller dropped a double-double, 21 points, 12 rebounds, packing them boys up. Man, Jokic had 15 and 19. Bro, this team might just win a championship next year. They couldn't make it past the first round this year, but next year though, the Nuggets will finish first in the East, going 66 and 16. AI and Jokic both getting bumped up to the All-NBA 2nd team. Iverson averaging 31 and 7 now. Okay. Jokic now averaging 28 and 9. This time around, they steamrolled through the first round, beating the Supersonics 4-1 after Jokic would average 14 and 11. They continue this momentum going into the second round up against the Hornets. They'd go to a game 6 where Jokic would drop 35 points and 11 assists, leading his team to the conference finals up against Dirk and his Mavs. 121-17. I'm surprised that they don't got Jokic on Dirk, honestly, because Dirk don't miss. Nene down low, going up on Dirk, knocks it down. Is this moving in slow motion or am I tripping? Dirk with the ball in his hands. Dirk gets stripped by Nene though, pushing it down the court. What is the game plan? They can hit a buzzer beater. or AI could just launch it, and he knocks it down in slow motion. I don't know how to change the game speed. Somebody put me on. 122, 8 seconds on the clock. I wouldn't be surprised if they go to Dirk. J Kidd with the ball in his hands. Wait a minute, it looked like he's gonna take the last shot. Nope, they go back to Dirk. Kenyon Martin jumps. Kenyon Martin jumped and costed his team the game. Mavs take game 1. Game 2 would be no different. The Mavs just barely getting past the Nuggets, winning 124-122. But that would be the last W that the Mavericks got in the series, as Jokic will completely lock in, dropping 36 in game 3. Then in game 4, he would have a triple-double of 34 points, 13 rebounds, and 11 assists. Followed by game 5, where he would take a step back in the points department, only scoring 8, but he would get 11 rebounds and 14 assists with AI's 34. And then the Nuggets will win it all in game 6 after AI dropped 37 points. Jokic had 26, 12, and 12, followed by J.R. Smith's 25 points. Nuggets win the Western Conference Finals 4-2, making it to the finals, going up against Pierce, Allen, Garnett, and Rondo, the Boston Celtics. Game 1 was rough. Jokic's 33 points was nothing compared to Garnett, Allen, and Pierce combined for 90. Celtics would end up leaving this game with the W, 126-115, continuing their dominance in the game 2, although the Nuggets big 3, JR, AI, and Jokic all went off. Jokic with 24 points, 10 rebounds, JR with 28, and Iverson dropping 31 points and getting 10 assists with 3 steals. They were still just outmatched and outplayed by Rondo, KG, Ray, and Paul Pierce. All 4 players dropping 20 plus. Add on the fact that they locked down the Nuggets, forcing 21 turnovers, and Celtics go up 2-0. Game 3 coming down to the wire, score tie 113-113 with a minute on the clock. Denver gotta get up on the board. They can't go down 3-0 or else they're gonna lose. Jokic was wide open in the paint, but AI taking the step back 3. No, KG trying to get down there on Kenyon, absolutely outplays him. Celtics take the lead 115-113. The ball got to get out of AI hands. After that shot that I just seen, yes sir, pass the thing down low, easy dunk for Jokic, tie game. 24 seconds on the clock. Paul Pierce wide open, misses. JR setting the screen. This don't look right to me. 3 seconds on the clock. AI is nowhere near open. Pull up over Rondo, misses, and we go into overtime. The Nuggets will go on to dominate overtime, winning game 3 137-129, finally getting up on the board in this series 2-1. They'd continue this dominance into game 4, winning it 120-108 after Jokic was a straight dime dropper, finishing with 17 assists along with AI's 32. Series tied 2-2. Boston would take over game 5. Rondo and KG both finishing with double doubles. Rondo has 16 points, 14 assists. KG finished with 19 points, 12 rebounds. Add to that Paul Pierce's 35 and Ray Allen's 25. Nuggets go down 3-2. Celtics only need one more W. Nuggets, I need y'all to pull out these next 2 games, man. Jokic drop a quadruple double next time. They got completely scraped. The Boston Celtics end up winning the 2007-2008 championship over the Denver Nuggets, but Jokic made it to the finals with the Nuggets. That's something that Carmelo never did, and he still has till 2011, so a championship is very much possible. They will try to run through the playoffs once again after finishing 3rd in the West this season. This time no AI, instead they had Chauncey Billups, but they would only make it to the 2nd round where they'd get eliminated once again by Steve Nash and the Phoenix Suns, leaving Jokic with only 2 more seasons to do what Melo could not do for the Nuggets and try to get them a championship. In the 09-2010 season, Joker would have his best year yet, averaging 24 points, 13 rebounds, and 9 assists. He'd lead his team to the 6th seed, but would get knocked off in the 1st round after Harden, KD, and Westbrook put them boys down 4-2, which means Jokic only has 1 more season. He led them to the finals. That was something that Melo couldn't do. Can he get a ring? Can he get another MVP this time in the 2000s? In the 2010-2011 season, he was playing no games, claiming the title of the best NBA player in the world. He won the MVP award, averaging 28 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. They make quick work of Memphis in the 1st round, sweeping them 4-0 after Jokic would average 32, 11, and 11 throughout the series. Also carrying that energy into Dallas, who they beat 4-1 after the big 3 Aaron Aflalo, Chauncey Billups, and Jokic led them. I've never thought I'd say Aaron Aflalo was a part of a big 3. That's, hey, he had 23 points, nothing else, but hey, you know what I'm saying? That 23 points did what it did. They meet KD, Harden, and Westbrook in the Western Conference Finals, who they'd also steamroll over, finishing them off in game 5 after J.R. Smith dropped 26 points with Jokic's triple-double 25, 12, and 13. Nuggets make make it to the finals once again, this time going against the Miami Big Three, LeBron, Wade, and Bosh. If Jokic is able to win an MVP and a championship in the same season, Carmelo stands no chance. However, things were not looking good after game 1. Jokic would drop 40 points and get 12 rebounds, but that's pretty much all that the Nuggets would do. Miami blowing them out 130 to 115. Wade had 34, Bosh had 32, and LeBron had 19 points and 14 assists. It's not going to be an easy series. Game 2 was a completely different story, however. Jokic would dominate the Heat, dropping a triple-double, 26, 13, and 14. Alongside him, Kenyon Martin had 24 points, Nene with 18, and Chauncey Billups with a double-double, 30 points and 11 assists. Nuggets tie up the series 1-1. Keeping the momentum going in game 3, winning at 95 to 91 after a Jokic almost triple-double, 21-9-9. The Nuggets go up in the series 2-1, their first time leading in the finals. They couldn't even take the lead against the Celtics. This might be their chance. Never mind, they got eviscerated in game 4. Damn, 121 to 96. What was the stats looking like? Jokic with 22 and 14, Chauncey 22 and 6. LeBron and Wade had 36 and 8. Series tied 2-2. Okay. Game 5 was a back and forth battle. It was LeBron and D Wade versus Jokic. The latter dropping 30 points with 12 rebounds and 9 assists, but it just wasn't good enough as D Wade would have 28 and 9 along with 4 steals. Add on LeBron's 5 steals, straight clamping them on defense, 2 blocks as well, and he would finish them off with a triple-double, 27 points, 11 rebounds, and 12 assists, winning the game 107 to 105. He up 3-2. They just need one more game. The Nuggets gonna have to win 2 games in a row. They come together as a team doing something that I've never seen in 2K history. They won a game with nobody scoring more than 13 points. Tying the series up 3-3, game 7, it all comes down to this. Can Jokic win a championship? The answer is yes. Denver wins game 7, 123 to 102. Nikola Jokic does what Carmelo Anthony couldn't and wins an MVP and a championship. Melo, listen, man, your time is up next. You're gonna have some big shoes to fill. As expected, he leaves with the finals MVP, averaging 26, 11, and 7. Right now it's looking like Jokic is gonna win this competition. Y'all let me know before we get to Melo, do y'all think that he gonna be able to get an MVP in the ring? Jumping to 2015, the Nuggets pick up a hidden gem in the draft named Carmelo Anthony, and man oh man did he take the league by storm, dropping 30 points in just his second game against the Grizzlies. Melo's rookie season was nothing short of dominant. He would put the league on notice immediately, making every GM regret dropping him to the second round. He'd win Rookie of the Year, averaging 25 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block per game. But while he was dominator, sadly his team was not, as they would finish 13th in the West with a 20-62 record. Just like Jokic, it would take Carmelo a while to find team success, finally making the playoffs in 2018 after averaging 30 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and 1 block. But they'd get 4-1 by Lonzo and the young Lakers team in the first round. Melo showing that he's capable of making a playoff run though. While his team wasn't so great, he'd average 27 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 steal, and 0.6 blocks per game, shooting a very efficient 47% from the field and 41% from 3. So when it comes down to it, Melo's gonna be ready. They just gotta build the right team around him. After that speedy first round playoff exit, the Nuggets, while looking like a great team on paper, will miss the playoffs for the next 2 years, not getting another chance at the playoffs until 2021, but even then he made it to the play-in. Once again matching up against Zoe and Brandon Ingram, this time with Zion at power forward. Melo did all he could to make it out the play-in, dropping 27, 5, and 3, getting 2 blocks as well. His teammates right behind him, Michael Porter Jr. with a double-double, 21 points, 10 rebounds, Jamal Murray dropping 34 points. Nuggets blow out the Pelicans 119 to 79 to advance to the first round, going against Devin Booker and the Suns. This series will be very back and forth. It will be Carmelo Anthony and Jamal Murray versus DeAndre Ayton, Chris Paul, and Devin Booker. Both teams battling back and forth to a game 7 where Phoenix would eventually take it after a double-double from both Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton. Carmelo Anthony once again gets eliminated in the first round. At least they took it to a game 7 this time though, so you know, next year we might see him in the second round. In the 21-22 season, Melo's stat line would take a hit. He'd average 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. But it's definitely worth it though. Now he has more teammates to share the ball with. They're developing way better. Jamal Murray averaging 18 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, alongside Michael Porter Jr.'s 18 points, 8 rebounds, and 1 block per game. Let me add one more to that. Aaron Gordon's 14 points and 7 rebounds. The team's coming along greatly. They'd finished 7th in the Western Conference with a 45-37 record, meaning they had to go into the play-in again, this time against the Kings. And just like last year, they whooped the Kings in the first round of the play-in, 120-108. Michael Porter Jr. having an amazing game, 30.7 rebounds. Along with that, Carmelo had a slight stat line, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. Hopefully he could pick things up, because in the first round, they go up against the 2 seed Golden State. It was a clean sweep, although the Nuggets did go out swinging. Melo dropping a double-double in the final game, 25 and 10. Jamal Murray had 21 and MPJ had 21 as well. Somehow they still lost by 20 plus, 123-99. God, will we ever see Carmelo Anthony make it to the Western Conference Finals? That brings us to the 2022-23 season. Melo now on the Nuggets roster that won a championship. They finished 6th with a 41-41 record. Not as dominant as they did in real life with Jokic, but hey, they still don't gotta go through the play-in no more. But they get dominated in the first round by the trio of Brandon Ingram, Zion Williamson, and CJ McCollum after just 4 games getting swept. Carmelo only averaging 20 points and 6 rebounds per game. Definitely not filling up the void that Jokic left, and it makes sense. Jokic and Melo got 2 different games. Jokic, he's all around doing it all at the center position. Then you got Carmelo, who's just gonna knock that thing down, maybe get a couple boards, and that just don't work for them. With that being said, the duo of Carmelo and Jamal Murray will lead this Nuggets to the 6th seed once again, making the playoffs. Carmelo averaging 27 points and 7 rebounds. He went on an absolute tear this year, followed along by Jamal's 21 points and 7 assists. They match up against Curry and Golden State in the first round. Curry and Golden State, the 3 seed. This is not realistic at all. All right. Carmelo will have his best playoff series that we've seen yet, averaging 28 points and 8 rebounds, but sadly they'd once again get swept 4-0. So in 2K's eyes, Jokic is the true number 15 for the Nuggets. But hey man, that's it for this video. If you enjoyed this one, make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you're new, comment down below what else y'all want to see. I just thought that this would be a fun idea, just to switch both players' time with the Nuggets. I definitely expected way more from Melo in the modern day Nuggets. I just thought that this was a better team all around than what Jokic had, but I guess you can't replace the main centerpiece of the team and expect them to still be the same, so that makes sense. Let me know how y'all expected things to go, but till next time, I'm out this thing. Peace.